Hello again, I'm Taylor, your casual crypt keeper, and I got something for you today. From covert rituals and powerful connections to tales of conspiracy and manipulation, these secret societies will challenge your perceptions and leave you questioning the hidden forces shaping this world. So buckle up and join our community of truth seekers. Together we're diving deep into this rabbit hole. Get ready because the truth is out there just waiting to be revealed as we reveal secrets that defy a conventional wisdom. This is the top 5 scary secret societies the government doesn't want you to know about. You let me know down below if there's one of these you would just love to get a little membership coupon for. Number 5, the Skull and Bone Society. Now, I'm gonna be honest, this video might be the one to get the channel taken down. I've made a lot of bold videos. I've made some very heretical claims against the Catholic Church, and I've said some wild things and claimed them as facts regarding the Megalodon, but this might be the video to get the channel blacklisted as we start diving into and talking about some of the most secretive societies out there. The Skull and Bone Society is one of the more well-known secret societies, and yeah, I guess that's kind of an oxymoron. It's an undergraduate society at Yale University. Founded in 1832, it's renowned the world over for just how darn secretive it is, and its practice of strange rituals and its secret membership. Partly why it's so captivating to conspiracy theorists is its alumni are something to boast about. Many presidents have been members of the Skull and Bones Society, both Bush Sr. and Jr. Speculation runs rampant when it comes to the Skull and Bones, suggesting that powerful elites from within influence politics and finance. Now, membership, as one could expect, is very limited to a select few senior students at Yale who are chosen through mysterious ways, okay? You need to work on a lot more than just your GPA. I don't even know how to get in or what the criteria is, but it's not just anybody. These initiates are referred to as bonesmen. The society's rituals are kept to the utmost secrecy, even after their time in the society. After you leave, you can't go around telling everybody about the Skull and Bone Society and all the stuff you got up to, and clearly no one's doing that because it was not easy to find information for this. Some suggest the society acts as a breeding ground for future leaders, wielding significant power in business, politics, and finance, while others believe they're part of a larger cabal of conspiracies with hidden agendas tied to the Masons and the Illuminati. Now, there is precious little information regarding the Skull and Bones out there. We know it exists. That much is true. And many powerful people have claimed or have been claimed to be the members. But as far as actual cold hard facts about what happens behind closed doors, we don't know a lot. I am but a humble YouTuber. I never went to Yale. If anyone wants to extend me an invite, I think the top 5 scary DMs are open. But for now, we know precious little about the infamous secret society. Now, we may not know a lot about the Skull and Bones, but we have lots of other secrets for you to unveil, from everything from Bigfoots, ghosts, conspiracies, ghouls, goblins, pretty much anything scary or freaky under the sun or above it, we've got a video or two on. So hit subscribe to Top 5 Scary. Please ring that little bitty bell so you don't miss a video. But do that at the end of this video so I can tell you about all these other secret societies, okay? Number 4, Freemasonry. Our next entry is the Freemasons, a group I am sure you've probably heard of before. The Freemasons are a fraternal organization that traces its origins back to the medieval guild of stonemasons. Makes sense? Now, while its early history is rooted in the craft of stone masonry, or blue-collar work, the modern-day Freemasons have evolved into a global fraternity that promotes brotherhood, personal development, philanthropy, and if you believe the stories, might secretly be running the world from behind the shadows. Freemasonry has long been associated with conspiracies, definitely because of its secretive nature, its symbols, and its historical prominence. The group actually does have slight ties to the founding of the Illuminati, with the group's order serving as inspiration for Adam Weishaupt's group, which we will talk about more about at the end of the video. Freemasons are sometimes spoken of like a synonym for the Illuminati, like they're interchangeable groups, with the belief that Freemasons are involved in clandestine activity. To the theorists, Freemasons control governments, banks, using their influence, and pointing out that throughout history, many notable world leaders and key figures have been Freemasons or have had familial ties to Freemasonry. And there are some wilder conspiracy theories out there too that suggest that Freemasonry is tied to supernatural or occult practices, claiming that Freemasons engage in esoteric rituals and possess hidden knowledge, ancient mysteries, secret teachings. These beliefs make Freemasonry out to be a real secret kind of cult organization. Now, Freemasonry is real. Nobody's doubting that, nobody's disproving that. The chances are actually pretty good that there's probably a Freemason lodge very close to where you live. The Freemasons boast brotherhood, fraternity, philanthropy, personal development, and they've got all these lovely things on their website, and I'm more than inclined to agree it really is just a place to hang out and rub elbows with other people, or is that all just a very convenient cover story to cover over the truth? Number 3, the Knights Templar. Now perhaps you know this next group best as the villains of the Assassin's Creed franchise, or depending on your personal philosophies, the unspoken hero of the Assassin's Creed franchise, but that's another story. The Knights Templar were a medieval Christian military order formed in the 12th century to protect the pilgrims that were traveling to Jerusalem during the Crusades. Very quickly, the Templars grew in power, wealth, and influence, and this band of swordsmen quickly rose to establish a network all across Europe. Now, there have been a ton of conspiracies revolving around the Knights Templars over the years. I'm sure partly because the Knights Templars is a very cool sounding name. They also had a sudden and dramatic downfall. Didn't have anything to do with any order of hay-jumping assassins, but they did close their gates pretty quickly. In 1307, King Philip IV of France initiated a campaign against the Templars, accusing them of many heinous crimes, heresies, idolatry, corruption, secret ceremonies. Now the order was officially disbanded after this, and many of its members were arrested, interrogated, and executed. And quick aside, the Templars really did do a lot of these things, and the Templars did unspeakable things during the Crusades, and it's not that far to say the Templars were a very malignant presence. One prominent conspiracy theory suggests that the Templars possessed hidden knowledges or relics, including the Holy Grail or Ark of the Covenant, believing these sacred artifacts bestowed them incredible power and influence. Some people also theorize that the Templars knew they were going to be disbanded, and they concealed these treasures to pass them on to other secret societies. This shows up very prominently in Assassin's Creed, where the Templar Order sort of splinters off into all these different little groups, but holds on to these pieces of Eden, these powerful relics that give them all these powers. But I gotta stop talking about Assassin's Creed. Another theory links the Templars to Freemasonry, suggesting that the Order's traditions, symbolism, and rituals were passed down and sort of given to the Freemasons, which is why the Freemasons, the Knights Templar, and the Illuminati are so connected in conspiracy circles. Some conspiracists propose that the Templars survived their dissolution and the disbandment was just a cover story, and they're still operating their clinking swords together, having secret meetings. They went underground, established new organizations, and now they're rebranding themselves. Some claiming that they played a role in shaping historical events such as the American Revolution or founding these modern banking systems, and eventually sort of snaked their way into every other general controlling the world conspiracy theory. Yeah, big ol' pause. Number 2, the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. Wow. Coming up next is going to be the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, which was a mystical 19th century order emerging in England, and one of the best names for a secret society like ever. This sounds like the villains of a Final Fantasy game. The order was famous for its esoteric tradition and practice of magic. Yep, the order that sounds like it's a bunch of wizards did practice magic. The Golden Dawn sought to explore the spiritual and occult aspects of the world through their rituals and symbolism. Now, the order was founded by 3 key individuals. That's William Woodman, William Westcott, and Samuel Little McGregor Methers, who secretly resented the other 2 members for having alliterative W names, and he felt deeply left out. Over the years, the Golden Dawn would attract plenty of notable figures, including notorious occultist Aleister Crowley, who did also inspire one of the best Black Sabbath songs. Internally, the Golden Dawn experienced a manner of conflict. Disagreement over leaderships, initiation, and the true nature of the Order's teachings and mission were all things that caused strife. Some people later on have suggested these internal conflicts were planned to maintain control and secrecy over the organization. Imagine that. Your organization is so secret, you need to get rid of your own members. Keep them out of the loop. They know too much. Conspiracists believe that the Order's supernatural ties mean they are involved with some paranormal entities. Maybe we're getting a little bit out there. Believing that they were able to manipulate and control individuals and situations. They could control minds and influence. Summon demons. Of course, it could also just be a giant load of hullabaloo, and the Golden Dawn could have been nothing more than a bunch of old men role-playing wizards like a Dungeons and Dragons club. We'll probably never know the truth, though. At number 1, we got the Illuminati proper. They had to be the number 1 secret society, right? Who else could it have have been. Is there a more famous secret society? There's probably more secret societies, but I wouldn't know about them. You certainly know the Illuminati as this shadowy organization of puppet masters pulling the strings and influencing the world behind their scenes, using Jay-Z and Beyonce to further their goals somehow. But what do you know of the group's origins? To separate the fact through the fiction, let me take you on a journey after a few minutes of Google searching. The infamously secretive order's origins can actually be traced back kinda easy to a university professor named Adam Weishaupt in 1776. He taught natural law at a university in Bavaria and was orphaned at an early age. He was then raised by his erudite uncle, who fostered a love of knowledge in the boy. Adam loved knowledge and thought that consuming knowledge was life's greatest pursuit. He was very frustrated by countries and states that were dominated by religion, like his Catholic homeland of Bavaria. He was very anti-Catholic Church, a position that was not particularly looked upon with favor at the time. Now, Adam had envisioned a tight group of people who could challenge the church's stranglehold on information, and he saw a formal group in mind focused on illumination rather than suppression. There's definitely some irony in a group that's so famous now for secrecy and mystery that its original intention was to illuminate people. Initially, Weishaupt sought out the order of Freemasons, believing that the Freemasons were exactly the men he was looking for, but he was denied entry. Frustrated, Adam chose to seek out his own people and dubbed his new group the Order of the Illuminati, but based his organization very strongly on the Freemasons. He borrowed their hierarchy, code names, clandestine dealings, a lot of their symbolism, and this is largely why people sort of mistake the two groups and correlate them together, lump them in with the same conspiracies. Adam did also pluck several Freemasons from lodges to come join, so undoubtedly there was crossover between both groups, but they're different things. Since then, pretty much every single conspiracy theory imaginable has been connected to the Illuminati. Governments, banks, entertainment, bada 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 bada. It's all orchestrated by the Illuminati, and we simply play out their script. Symbols such as the Eye of Providence are seen as proof. It's on the dollar bill, or there's symbology used in music videos and entertainment. That's proof of the group's control. Anytime you see Jay-Z doing one of these, that's proof that he's an Illuminati agent. So there was a real Illuminati, definitely, and there were a bunch of Bavarian nerds, but is there still an Illuminati pulling all the strings? We may never know. We only have the information that they give us in little tidbits here and there, like what you just saw here, as long as they don't take this video down. That's all she wrote, my ghouls and goblins. Creep on, creeping on, and I'll see you in the next one, as long as no secret society shuts this channel down.